Hello everyone, and welcome back to Goblins of Elderstone. It's been a while, both for Elderstone and for YouTube in general. Apologies about that. But Goblins just released a new update that looks to be interesting. We got a whole bunch of new gods. There are several other features in past updates that I have missed and not played for a while. Hopefully everything works out. If you're new, don't worry, I'm going to be covering everything as we go. You do not need to watch all the previous 50-ish episodes of Goblins of Elderstone. Those are all different series. Don't have to worry about those. I'll try and make a new thumbnail for this one and list it as a new thing listed as number 1 in the video, just so you don't worry. I do have my dad in the next room over, doing a thing with his earpods. Hopefully we're not bothering him. Hopefully you don't hear him in the background. All should be good. Start ourselves a new game. Now, we did just kind of go... There are some new gods that I would like to explore, so I feel like we're going to go for Pantheon. Because we got a whole bunch of new interesting ones. So we know Iridan, the wood god. We got Copperface, the money god. Moongast, the death god. And Warjoy, the war god. Now it looks like we got Furrymane. Thirsty for glory and always seeking a worthy opponent, Furrymane was conjured through the many conflicts that stampeded the history of Elderstone. Though short-tempered and quick to draw her weapons, she is willing to take the goblins under her mane, if they do not first get under her skin. Golden Tongue, we already know him. Staggerite. Staggerite travels across the lands of Elderstone, free of any weights or ties. He spends most days meditating and simply absorbing the moment. He teaches goblins that peace first comes from within, that if they listen to the land will listen to them. So he's kind of looks, faith, the arcane magic god. Okay, and this one I like. This one looks interesting. Silverfae. Silverfae resides amongst the entangled swamps and misty marshes of Elderstone. Since she watches over parts of the land that most turn the blind eye to, she has become very persuasive whenever she needs something. Well, let's see. Evil, war, nature, divine, else. Okay, it looks like Silverfae and Furrymane are actually kind of opposites. Okay, you know what? With this, I was really hoping I could get a better look at these guys, but you know what? Let's try, since we're starting from scratch here, let's go for the story creation. Let's see what that's like. What is our creed? Ruby Eye, first of the goblins, asked the gods above. How will we live in the days to come? Let's go for neutral. Silverfae descends from the sky to walk with Ruby to the crossroads of destiny. Which path shall we goblins take? Asks Ruby Eye of the gods below. We'll take faith. Staggerite rises from the earth to walk with Ruby Eye along the chosen path of the woods of wonder. What secrets shall I find in the shadows of this forest? She asks the gods, who whisper through the leaves. Silverfae leans against a tree and listens. Staggerite watches from a wary distance. Well, we got, I think we want Arcane now. Warjoy emerges from the woods and returns with Ruby Eye to her citadel in the misted halls. The air stinks of death. Goblin skeletons are scattered upon the scorched earth. Who did this? Demands Ruby Eye of the gods beyond the veil. Who took my children from me? Silverfae listens with pity. Staggerite peers at the bones. Warjoy pokes at the embers. So, okay, we got that. We got Silverfae, Staggerite. Okay, so we got 2 of the new gods. I think the third one hated elves, so... Are we not going to get the new one? Yes, that seems correct. We are neutral, powered by faith, and the arcane, and we don't like elves. Is that just going to give us our entire Pantheon there, or do we get one more? Aha! Yes! Haha! I like this one. I like Silver Fae. Okay, so we did it. We got Silver Fae. We got Sagarite. We got Warjoy. And we got Fury Mane. So we got 2 War Gods. So what kind of buffs are we getting here? Increased chance to gain higher tiered resources during trade. Increase the chance of birthing goblins with the Zealot trait. Increase the amount gained per resource during trade treks. Slightly increases the amount of Juju. Greatly increases the success chance of your next Holy Trek. Increase the chance of birthing faith-based goblins. So we're going to really heavy on the faith, that looks like. Basic weapons and weapons get +1 damage. Increases the success chance of next raid. Greatly increases chance that goblin offsprings will be born to the war faction. Higher chance of succeed in raids. Increased chance of birthing goblins with Berserker. And we gain a Berserker. So it looks like my usual strategy of focusing on trade-based goblins isn't going to work out too well. We're going to get a lot of war and faith goblins. So we might be going kind of a crusade on the world here, it sounds like. And so, you know, we'll just stick with the... I kind of like to go with large maps, just to provide some variety. It doesn't look like it provides too much difference, though. Yeah, no, we'll go with medium this time, I think, just to start things. We'll name the new village Burfholm. And where should we set up? We want somewhere with decent... Okay, this mountain could be good. So anything else? Alright, I think I'm gonna go for this mountain. Seems like a decent spot all around. And here we are. We have... Okay, I think I'm definitely gonna want you. We're gonna want someone good for the chief. If we got a Berserker Zealot, sure, you be chief. I'm gonna want some good trade goblins to start us off with, because trade comes in real handy here. So every goblin has these 3 stats: War, Trade, and Faith, or WTF, if you want to abbreviate them. This will help them determine how good they are at certain classes, at certain jobs, at certain professions. So, if a goblin is in the war faction, or red, they will gain 4 additional points to the war tribute. I'm guessing that means these guys here. So, certain goblins are blessed by the gods. So you can have red goblins blessed by war gods, white goblins blessed by faith gods, and orange goblins blessed by trade gods, and so on. When assigned as a breeder, the Goblins of War tribute increases the chance that a baby is born into the war faction. When added to a trek party, the Goblins of War attribute will contribute to the party's war attribute, thereby increasing the party's chance of succeeding in a raid trek. And, looks like that's basically just the same thing all in all. So yeah, the higher... I'm pretty sure the higher they are, the better they are. They also have these little traits here sometimes. So this one is a Zealot. Increase base magic by 5 and healing by 5 is assigned to a Goblin of the Faith faction. The Worker has increased work rate, building and crafting items faster. This one has Zealot and Worker. This Faith Goblin is a weakling, has lower hit points and deals less damage. This one is lazy, doesn't do as much work, but is also a bit more happy. This one has 3 traits together, all in all. You have good trade there, so I'll grab you. And I guess we just need to fill out our ranks now. Everything else is meh. So I'll take you. You got decent work as well. You got decent work, and let's grab you. You got decent war. So, gods in our Pantheon grant us the following. We got persuasive, art. Okay, so that's all the stuff we already just got. We don't unlock Berserker. I'm guessing maybe that feature isn't fully implemented yet, or something else, I don't know. And for our banner, let's go for a black background with a white skull. There we go. Confirm. And starting resources seems alright. Okay, and here is our starting map. Now, for those of you familiar with my previous videos, some things have clearly changed. For example, there are now elder resources, which are basically sources of perpetual resources. So if we were to build here, we would know there would always be herbs here, because these guys are just constantly spawning herbs. An ancient one, former inhabitant Elderstone, may now be only a chilling ancestral memory, but their dense bony remains serve as an invaluable crafting material for those cunning enough to scavenge it. So this would be a good source of bones. Right here might actually be good. So we got this elder tree, elder rock, elder berries, herbs, and hemp. I'm not sure about things like iron and stone, though. Those could be an issue. I haven't actually seen any of those materials, come to think of it. Where are the iron and stone mountains? Okay, here's a stone. Do we just not have iron? Uh-oh, looks like we might not... Oh, here we go, here's some iron. Okay, here's a spot with iron and stone. But it's close to this, and doesn't have too much else in terms of resources. Okay, actually... Okay, this spot could work, maybe. Here, we've got some hemp. So if we built around these tiles, we would have to fortify against this graveyard. But we should have access to the other resources, or at least most of the other resources, without hassle. There are wargs here. Like, if we're able to build an elevator to get from here to here, it shouldn't be too bad. So I think I'm gonna risk it and try for this. So I'm gonna put a campfire right here and just pause the game right here, because we got to get stuff set up. For anything else, we need to put down a grand hall. Now, it does say we're missing resources, but that's a lie. We do have the resources. It's fine. I will put the grand hall right here. Watch this circle you're seeing. That's effectively our sphere of influence. We can put anything we need here. So there we go. We'll actually put a warrens there. Warrens are the basic houses, and you know what? While we're here, there, I'll just put 2 warrens there. This will effectively bridge the gap so that we can aha! You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to prioritize building this one. So we have already effectively made these cliffs here not important to us. But before any of that, we're going to want a storehouse. So I'm going to prioritize that. And these are our main 3 buildings. The town hall, the warrant, and the storehouse. We really want those before anything else. I'll pop a well down as well, just in case there are any fires. And, you know, there are other stuff that we can certainly do. But right now, I think these are what we need the most. Okay, so we got a storehouse. So we can hold goblins. They're building the well rather than this. Guys, no, prioritize the Grand Hall. You're building everything except the Grand Hall. Okay, prioritize building this. Will that make you abandon it? Okay, priority may not be fantastic right now. You're supposed to be focusing on the Grand Hall, guys. Whatever. Well, it gets the bridges done, so you know what? Fine, I'll take it. We are going to need a couple things. We're going to need the crafting hut, first and foremost. That's going to let us build tools, which every goblin is going to need for basically every single task they do. So, there we go. Now everything is connected. We have secured 3 different hexes here. Let's slow things down so we can get a look at what's happening. Yeah! There we go, look at that! Easily maneuverable around the hexes. So if they want to go somewhere, they can go there. I am worried about this, though. So we want to make sure that we can get some logs so that we can make a watchtower. And that'll protect this whole region here. The watchtower is going to be a next main thing, because come wintertime, this graveyard is going to sprout the dead, and they're going to come and attack us. Right now, though, we need a woodcutter hut, and we actually can assign... Let's assign our orange goblin here to make tools. We do not have the bones needed for basic weapons, so we're just going to focus on tools for now. Every goblin is going to want tools, because every goblin has these tool requirements that they change depending on what profession they have. Right now, a majority of them are peons, so they just need tools. They have some other stuff here. Hit points, stats. This is their mood. There's all sorts of different stuff that can affect their mood. Right now, this guy doesn't have any tools. That makes him upset, but he's optimistic about the new clan. Everything seems to be going good all together. Tools should be being made. Oh yes, I forgot. We are going to want a goblin in the storehouse here. Next up, we're going to want, there we go, a goblin woodcutter. And this guy is going to let us build this watchtower so we can set a guard for the winter. It's summer, so that's not too big of an issue, but it's important to have it just in case. Oh yeah, we're going to need the kindler actually, so I'm gonna pop a kindler down somewhere close to this guy here. So pop kindler down. He's going to provide us with firewood for the winter. That's going to be very important. The winter times gets cold, and you can see this provides us with thermal vision. So right now, only the campfire is providing warmth. We want to get enough kindling so that all these other buildings can provide like a ring of warmth as well. We got the watchtower now. I'm not going to assign a guard to it yet. I'm going to wait until late fall for that, just so that all of our other goblins can focus on doing their jobs. And ironically, you have a trade of 5. You have a trade of... Ironically, this red goblin is our best trade. So you're going to be working on you're going to be our log splitter for this year. I'll probably try and change that later. And actually, I should probably remove you, I think. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna remove Glitch. And Glitch, you're gonna be a breeder, so that increases our breeding, our chance of breeding more trade-oriented goblins. And you know what? I think Rozki, you might actually be joining them. So Squidly, you get on there. Rozki, there. There we go. Okay. So we have a good chance of getting more trade-focused goblins. I know we're like militant zealots here in this tribe. Did we actually name? Hang on. Foxcatcher. The Foxcatcher tribe that I forgot to name. I forgot to give us a unique name, so we're just generic Foxcatcher. That's fine. Oh well. But we're like militant, we're militant zealots here. But, you know, we still need to trade to start us off. We need a good trade skill to get us going, so we're going to focus on that. But with that, we are actually pretty well set up. We have more or less everything we need for the to get ready for the next winter here. So I think I'm just going to let the community grow a little bit. We have room for like 20 more goblins. We have a lot of stuff we need, so I'm going to leave these guys as they are. Things seem to be fine. I'll have to assign a goblin on the watchtower when that time comes. For now, though, everything seems to be okay. So I'm not too worried. Okay, and it is almost winter time, so I'm going to assign Arcanist here, our 6th skill war goblin, to be a town guard. That's probably going to have to stick because they do dislike being demoted. I removed some goblins here from their job when new goblins were born, and they got a mood debuff for being demoted, unfortunately. So, you know, we'll try and keep the goblins happy when they can. Here we go. The winter is here. Undead will probably be spawning from this dead tree over here. So we got ourselves covered, hopefully. I don't know of any other graveyards around, so I think it's just this one, or... Maybe not, because they're not there. Where are these undead? There are supposedly undead around. I don't see them. Oh, we got some fox. Hey, Foxcatchers, why don't you go catch that fox? No, that's pretty far. Let's see, is there... Anyone see any undead? Just raise your hand if you see an undead. Well, it didn't seem to notify us of the presence of the undead. Maybe there are no undead in the first winter. I don't know. But I do know that we seem to be pretty well set up, though. How much war do you got? You got 6. And you got 7. Okay, well, you know what? You guys do have good trade skills still. So I'm going to put you on a lumberjack duty to get us some some planks. We should probably get started on the scavenger hut to start getting herbs and frogs and bones and all that other good stuff. I do know that there are herbs down here. I'm not entirely sure where bones are, though, and bones are going to be important for weapons. Okay, so there are bones over here. So we might want, I think, going to want to build a way of... Okay, yeah, there we go. So we'll pop that here. And then I'm going to put scavenger hut down here, because there's herbs and hemp down here. And I will also place a storage hut down here, just so that they can access that. And this will act as a elevator for them to just cross over here, go up the elevator, and then make a trek over to here to grab the bones. They are going to have to go past the graveyard. Hopefully that's not too bad. We do have a need for frogs, and soon we're going to probably be facing urgent medicine crisis. So how do we actually make medicine? I think that's under faith, maybe? Faith Hall Temple. Let's see. Brew medicine. So, oh great, we need basic tools and stone for that, and cloth. Okay. Medicine might be a problem. In the meantime, though, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think we're going to start making some churches. Maybe the gods will keep us safe from diseases for the next little while. Roving Hunter. A roving hunter suddenly appears at village. Entrance with chained goblin in tow. He demands payment for goblin's release. Fight the hunter. How dare he hold goblin prisoner? Hey, the hunter. No gold object when it comes to helping our fellow kin. Decline the hunter. The goblin probably did something that warranted him being chained up. Militant zealots! Fight the hunter! Goblin's too strong for weak hunter. Re-release goblin and send hunter away with tail between his legs. Free! Sweet! Free goblin! So... I think Tej is going to be a storehouse goblin here. One thing about Goblins of Elderstone, you always want storehouse goblins. These guys are incredibly important. You know what? I'm just going to pop you in there right now. We want as many. We have 3 storehouses. We want as many storehouse goblins as possible. Okay, I'm going to hold off on scavenger huts because, other than the bones, most of the scavenger resources are not actually available. And actually, come to think of it, where are the frogs? I don't think the nearest frog... I think the nearest frog lake is a while away. So, that may be a problem. But we'll come to that when we come to it. In the meantime, I'm going to set up a couple of temples. Can we just get like 4... Are we allowed? Is that allowed? Can we just make like a temple to each god? So we're just going to have 4 temples. Religious zealots and all. And I should probably put down another watchtower. And probably a warrens, just so that we can expand the circle of influence here. This warrens is going to be a little bit removed. Hopefully that's okay. How's our firewood going? Kindling. Okay. You need to deliver 8 firewood around your village. So, yes, here's the thermal vision. So all these glowing buildings, they provide an aura of heat. So goblins in and around them will be warm. This storehouse, for example, completely cold. No goblin is going to warm up around there. This, along with these ones down here, it looks like they prioritize buildings that actually have workers inside them. So that is something to take note. Good. It's a good thing they got these things too. So yeah, you know what? I'm actually gonna say, you there, why don't you just get bones? Just collect some bones, and then we can open up weapons to be made. And I think after that, there really isn't too much else to worry about. What? Okay, well, someone died, apparently. It's upset not having a correct warp of basic weapons. Oh balls, oh no. It's happened. Oh no. I've made mistakes. I have made mistakes. I probably shouldn't have added you to that. Now you're just gonna be mad. And you're a berserker. Yeah, you're gonna be pissed, ain't ya? Hopefully those weapons get here soon, huh? In fact, I think I usually do something like 4. Who's someone else with good trade? 4. Okay, well, you know what? You're not too great about anything else, so job priorities. So tools. Okay, we need a trade prince. We can't spare the peons for the trade prince right now. Uh-oh. Hopefully some weapons get churned out soon for the town guard. We already got the bones, so just please make us some weapons, please, and thank you. We got 2 tool makers, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. We are kind of exposed in the middle here, but I think these are like the main entrances to the village. This place is a dead end. This place is covered through this. This tile is a dead end. So yeah, we really only have 2 entrances to the village right now, here and over here, and we could theoretically claim this, although no, we got 2 doors into our map here. It looks like so outsides would be coming from there. Oh, okay, there was a danger, but I accidentally dismissed it, so I don't actually know what's there. Might be like I don't know. Trade hall. We're gonna want a trade prince. The undead horde will lie in wait until next winter. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, well, we have a trade prince now, so that's promising. You're hurt. Is that just because of cold? Are you just hurt because of cold? It looks okay. I'm guessing you're not sick. You're just hurt because of the cold. And let's actually open you to other things now. You can now job prioritize. Oh, no, and I want you just making weapons. We need weapons. Our town watch is not happy, and when the guys who keep you safe from enemies are not happy, then you got a problem. Things are starting to get set up. We are still waiting on our new temples to be fully constructed, but we do have a bit of a shortage on peons, so I'm not too concerned. And, you know what? And they are being made. I was thinking I should probably put a well down around here, come to think of it. Because if things go south, then they're going to go south quick. Okay, well, we've got a lot of faith goblins, so we can probably set 1 faith goblin to each of these. Make sure that each god knows that we love them all equally, none are favored. Okay, so we got some new adults. Excellent. So, why don't we... Aha! We got the temple completed. Here, let's pop you 2 guys into the storehouse. We are missing 1 high faith goblin. You know what? Watches, you are being promoted to temple duty. Here, we'll put Flunk in there. Don't worry, Watches. You are... It's a temporary demotion. There we go. So this one will be for Silver Fae. This just in time. There we go. This one will be for Warjoy. This one shall be for Sagarite, and this one shall be for Furymane. All 4 of our gods now have a temple devoted to them. I hope that this makes them all equally happy. And with that, I think we're actually going to call it a day here. Hopefully, things will improve given time. We're pretty well off. There are certainly some things that could be better, but a lot of things that could be worse. We only have 3 peons, but that should improve. We got a few more babies on the way, I think. Yeah, we got like 6 babies born there, and I don't know how many of those are actually done, if any of them are actually grown up or not. But that's not matter. We have everything we need to lead a successful goblin village here, so hopefully that's what we get. So with that said, I'm going to have to say thank you everyone so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you liked it. Don't if you didn't. My name is TamTroll. This is Goblins of Elderstone. And I will see you next time. Farewell.